Am I? I believe so. Yes. Marvellous. Good afternoon, Conrad. Or evening, or morning, or whenever you decide to watch this. I hope you're feeling at least a little better. That your sickness doesn't upset you too terribly. I know how much you loathe all the beeping and the machines and the fluorescence of the day's hospitals. But if not for your sake, then for mine. If you need to go to a hospital, go to a hospital. Please. Rest and stubbornness only heal so much. That aside, though, I suppose you're wondering why I'm forcing you to face your almighty nemesis, the modern computer. Well, the answer, my dearest Connie, is because I'm far too soft-hearted, and the thought of you missing the annual afternoon out simply broke my heart. With your 287-year attendance rate. 87? 88, 87? I'm not too sure. Isabela may know. What I mean to say is that you have attended the afternoon out for just shy of 300 years, and this year, I intend for the afternoon out to attend you with equivalent loyalty. No, there is no way for this to be done without a computer. I'm afraid you'll have to cope. Anyhow, I'm rambling now, and I'm not sure how much film this phone will hold, so welcome to this, Elizabeth Morrissey's annual blog of the 87th, possibly 88th, afternoon out, composed in honor of you, bedridden absentee, Conrad Schaefer. Hello again. I've just arrived at our meeting place, the park. There is, as of yet, no sign of Isabela, but that is quite all right, as I was tasked with bringing the picnic blanket, so they would have been without it had they arrived first. I have laid that out, as you can see, and, yes, now we wait. I don't know if I ought to still be filming. I'm not sure how riveting waiting for Isabela to arrive is. I'll leave it to Roisin. It's for authenticity. If you were here in person, you would be waiting for them. They're always last to arrive. And you can listen to the birds. Possibly. Can you hear those in the film? That kind of... Yes, that. Blackbirds, I reckon.
Lizzie?
Isabela.
You going mad?
Pardon?
You sat here babbling away with no one about.
Ew, I'm...
Bloody roasting. Christ, are you not roasting?
I'm filming for Conrad.
On this?
No. On a much larger camera shrouded somewhere over there in the trees. Don't look though, because they...
Oh, you're just hysterical, Lizzie. Stop looking at me. I'm in stitches. Ha 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 ha.
You haven't said hello to Conrad.
Hello, Conrad. I'm very pleased to see you're attending this year in a manner that will allow me to punt you across the park.
Which they will not be doing.
We'll see.
We will not.
Did you make biscuits?
I did.
Oh, lovely. Where are they?
Will we not have them later on?
What? Lizzie, look at me. I'm wasting away. The heat and the walk and Conrad not being here.
How exactly does that one play?
Oh, it just does.
They're in the bag.
Give me one moment. Never have been very good technician and stuff.
It's really not that difficult, Isabela.
I don't know, maybe it's a matter of personal opinion. Anyway, catch. It's a bit small. No, I was joking. I was joking that, look, gorgeous.
You know, I'm not even appalled by how dreadfully rude you are anymore. I'm just in awe that someone who grew up in the 18th century could shake their manners off so entirely. You're like a mannerly little caterpillar emerging as a butterfly who hasn't said please in 16 years.
Oh, please end the butterfly metaphor. You know, teensy as these are, Lizzie, they're really quite good, thank you. Is that your recipe?
It is. Without the cinnamon, though.
Oh. Heckle, why not?
I don't know, Andrew's allergic and I just let it out.
Stop being so in love, it's disgusting. No. I'm joking. Go on. Tell me all about how your precious, precious Andrew is before it eats you alive.
It's very good. Well, gone for me actually, so not great. Now that I say it out loud. I've just I suppose I got into such a habit of leaving the cinnamon out. I'll try to remember next year. I was only ever a quarter teaspoon or so. But
He just ditched.
I wouldn't say that. Would you miss the cinnamon in these?
You can tell me about it if you'd like. Or not, if you'd rather.
It's just... these things, they happen.
Are you alright?
Honestly, I reckon they're just fine without it.
Welcome one, welcome all to the 2021 Park Scrabble Tournament. Two young hopefuls face off today with reigning champion Conrad Schaefer not in attendance, a situation much more preferable for everybody involved. I allegedly will never die of old age. However, I swear to God I get fairly fucking close every time I'm waiting for Conrad to take his turn in Scrabble. I kicked us off this afternoon fucking fantastically, if I do say so myself, with Shroud for 12 points. Isabela, I hear you say. That sounds like a magnificent opening move. Where can I see the footage of this momentous occasion? Well, adoring audience member, there isn't any. Because Elizabeth is arguably the worst vlogger I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh, because you've met an abundance of video bloggers.
Well, I might have.
I do.
Well, listen. Following which, Elizabeth set a most rancid mood for the game, coming out of the gate with a curse.
How is that?
What do you mean, how is that? Your first word was curse, both in the game and in life. You just were born and pointed at the nose.
Yours was Shroud.
Well, actually, the first word I ever said was bread, so hold your horses. And I meant shroud as in hide.
Well, perhaps I meant profanity.
Right. Well then.
Isabela!
Well, no, I didn't. What do you mean?
Don't be so crude.
It's not crude. It's
Take that off the
legitimately
Scrabble
a
board.
word.
Oh my God, I'm so...
Explain how Old Maid works while I deal.
He knows how it works.
He probably doesn't. He hasn't had fun since 1858.
He had tea with Nancy just last
Well,
week.
he doesn't even like Nancy. She pisses him off with her whole,
So, in Old Maid, Conrad, one of the queens is taken...
Hearts.
That was very decided. Is there history between yourself and the Queen of Hearts, Isabela?
She just sucks. She'd lose in a fight against the other three, a spade to the back of the head, and bang, she's gone.
So, the Queen of Hearts is being taken out of the deck, so there'll be no match for one of the other queens. And essentially, we keep pairing off cards until one of us is left holding a queen without a pair, and that person loses the game.
Because unmarried people are a scourge and a burden on society.
That's not what it means.
That's absolutely what it means. You don't get paired off, so you lose.
It could just be because the one left over is lonely. That's...
Oh, what's it? You can't be that lonely if you've got diamonds or a club or something.
I didn't...
No, case is closed. The premise is gross. Die alone if that's your gig. Now, this is your hand. You go over there and throw out your pairs.
Why am I going over there?
Because I, kind and hip as I am going to make your video blog better. You go over there, and suddenly for Conrad, it's as if he is here playing cards.
If you say so.
I do.
This isn't some elaborate ruse for you to get more screen time now, is it?
Oh, absolutely. Am I in the middle of the shot?
You are.
Good. Now, throw out your pairs. Go on?
Go on. Second to the left, please.
Yeah. I shall take that. You're killing me here. Elizabeth, are you doing nothing today but yearning?
They're cute.
Elizabeth is currently staring at some children on rollerblades, who there is a strong possibility she will seize the moment their mother turns her back.
That's not funny.
I wasn't joking.
Do you reckon you'll ever have kids again?
Hell no. It's shit enough outliving the first two. Joggo.
One in the centre, please. Your boys lived good lives, Isabela. Stephen couldn't...
Stephen! Pretty sure dying of TB at age 22 is shit no matter how you look at it, Liz. Go.
The one at the end, the right, please.
I'm fine, Liz. Just sick of losing people. You get too dependent on having someone about, you lose them, and you do it again, and again, and again for the next 300 years, because obviously you're not the full shilling, and before you know it, you've ended up a miserable old git with more ghosts than friends. I mean, look at Conrad. He knows.
I might be able to cut that bit out.
Yeah, you do that.
The one in the middle again, please. I don't reckon it's good to be alone all the time, Isabela.
Not alone, Liz. I'm just... arm's length, you know?
That doesn't seem any better to me.
It's a good thing it doesn't concern you, isn't it?
One to the left, please. One to the right, please.
I lose. Queen of Spades. What's up with this one again?
It's a blank tile.
Well, yes, I can see that, Lizzie. Thank you. What do I do with it?
Whatever you want.
Ooh. Choices everywhere. Son, a mighty 4 points.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn, Lizzie. Thank you.
You know,
You only thought. You know what, Lizzie? Don't worry. I'm not upset. I'm past it. You know, I'm past you. I'm over you, and you're being mean about my personal decisions. Okay? Voila! Flowers for the lady.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Honestly, looked like a lot more when I picked them.
It's fine. I'll just make the one crown.
And what we'll wrestle over who gets to be sovereign of the park. Because I will win that fight. I'm not above going for the eyes.
No eye gouging. Thank you. We'll just be a diarchy with 4 healthy eyes.
A what?
A monarchy with 2 sufferings.
Oh, piss off with that. Let's go get more flowers.
Wait, I'll come with you.
Oh, dear shit, watch.
Charming. I'm sorry for getting so upset about Andrew earlier. It was selfish of me to spoil the afternoon like that.
You didn't spoil the afternoon. By pitching a fit when you told me dying a bitter and lonely old grouch was a bad idea. Might have, just possibly, soured things a bit. Maybe. But I believe the afternoon is still... It's salvageable.
It was a dreadful, miserable
I
plan.
don't think so, you know? I think it could have worked out pretty well for me,
It was
personally.
awful, Isabela.
If you say so.
Besides, if you really wanted to live out your last days alone, I don't believe you would have married 7 times.
I would argue that I want to live out my last days alone because I married 7 times. 7 times?
Is it not 7?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure it is. But 7 times? Oh, let's order them from worst to best.
Isabela Delgado, you shall
In
not.
last place, Frederick.
But this is horrendous. Oh, Frederick. Frederick was rather dreadful.
Thank you.
I will
And
grant
in
you that.
second last place, Victor.
Victor was a
Victor
gentleman.
could be very, very...
He gifted you that horse and
That horse.
everything.
Oh my god, that fucking horse. Hold on.
Isabela, what in God's name are you
No,
doing? We're in a park.
No, my toes are all still messed up from it stepping on me, and it tried to kill me repeatedly.
Well, that's because you always stood behind it.
No, I stood beside it.
You were.
No, look, you stand there. You're the horse.
Pardon
I'm
me?
going to show you. No, my horse face front. You stand there, all right?
I don't think I want to be part of this demonstration.
You're the horse, and I'm me, and I stand here. Here. This is not beside. This is not behind. This is beside. All right? This is not up for discussion. I would stand here. I would stand beside the horse, and it would routinely like twist its own leg up and around and defy its own anatomy in the name of blocking my lights out.
So stop standing there.
Well, no, I had to groom it to plait its scraggly little mane, and besides, it was my horse. I should have been able to stand there. I had multiple horses that would have let me light up a campfire under their bellies without batting an eyelid.
So you had a number of horses without absolutely any self-preservation instinct, is what you're telling me.
Oh, like Claude. Oh, do you remember Claude?
Big grey claws.
Well, yes. Oh, he was so sweet, so tidy. Never tried to kill me. That got him a lot of brownie points. And he was the first horse Stephen ever rode.
And then Abraham convinced him he hadn't ridden right, and he tried to kill him.
Oh, stop! Oh my God! Stephen bolting up to the house, screaming bloody murder.
Oh, poor lad.
Just snot and spit and tears everywhere.
It was awful, Isabela.
Oh, and actually, it just was unintelligible. I didn't mean to, and his kidneys, and now he won't move.
Poor boy didn't know what a kidney was
No,
for.
he just knew that they were important, and then he'd done something to Claude. Now Claude was dead. And do you remember the two of us running down to the stables in pissing rain?
Yes. Oh, and when you slipped and cracked your head, my lord.
Oh, the crack!
I get a headache when I think about it.
Oh, it's like a
The
gunshot.
bang of the
just-
ground.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, forget about the horse. Isabella's just died.
No, but I was committed though, and we kept going.
We did. You covered in muck and possibly concussed.
Probably concussed.
And then Claude,
He's just asleep.
he's just standing there.
Oh, but Abraham said he was dead and he wasn't moving, and
Abraham was an instrument of absolute
Oh,
mischief.
Abraham went white as a sheet when he realised his fun little dead horse bit had gone beyond his little brother.
And stood in the stables backpedaling.
Well, like obviously the horse is dead. Like and it's
Just twisting the head collar around his hand.
and it's not my fault. Stephen's an idiot. Like
And you stood there glowering, dripping like an eldritch horror.
and Claude waking up from his lovely afternoon nap. Like, what's going on? Why is everybody crying? Oh my lord. Lizzie, Say something nice about me quickly.
Isabela, you are so very kind, and in such a manner that you ask absolutely no praise for your behaviour. On second thoughts, you're actually quite cruel.
No, you've said it now. It's too late. And you know, I don't think it's that he's confused. I think that he's just an ass.
Well, I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and... Oh! That! I've been meaning to ask you.
Ask me what?
What is that?
Well, that's you making stupid noises.
No.
Oh,
Obviously...
no, shh. That one. Nope. Song thrush.
Oh, yes, of course.
God, honestly, I'm quite embarrassed for you. You can't even distinguish your bird songs.
As am I.
Bam. Frog. My pièce de résistance.
You seem quite happy with that one.
Oh, I am. That's about as good as Scrabble words get. What's that?
Joy.
I mean, it's not quite frog, is it? And you know, I think it absolutely is. Oh, you know what? Wait, I'll do it now. On. Are you recording?
Yes, but you're... One moment...
Have you got it?
Left? Fantastic.
Perfect. And now, Conrad, in your honour, I shall uphold your most noble tradition and narrate some mind-numbingly boring poetry to the group.
Woohoo! You're supposed to be clapping, Isabela. I'm holding the camera.
Now, Conrad wrote to me with what he wanted read out today, but I was looking at the passages and, well, they're quite boring. So, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I shall narrate to you, my dear Elizabeth, a letter which Conrad wrote to me in February. Because privacy is dead, and it is perhaps the most amiable I have ever heard of him. I'm still not entirely convinced that he wrote it. But okay, so... Oh wait, I'll do his pretentious face. Is this it?
Isabela.
Nailed it, okay. Now, my dearest Isabela, that's me. I'm the dearest. I'm afraid that I was so deliriously happy today that I have no choice but to write to you about it. I have already told my neighbour who I encountered in his garden, the cracks in these hideous pavements, Grant who I met for tea, even a gentleman who I took a piss beside, and it is no use. I am simply so high with joy that I fear I may fall over the cliff edge of it and stumble into sorrow. How to explain a joy so absolute that I wish that I had never felt it, that I needn't grieve the loss of it? I mourn this moment before it is even past. But no matter, the joy. The senseless, sourceless joy which I have written to you about and yet cannot find a single word for. Joy is not enough. Joy is so belittling to it. Is joy so wholesome as to turn a person's stomach into a dance hall? Is joy so wholesome as to have a person think perhaps they could fall in love with every person they pass? Because today I could, and today I did. And I do not know why, only that I hope it never leaves me, though I know it must. Given that I have so swiftly found that there is no articulation for what I am feeling, I shall draw this piece to its end. I believe I shall still send it though, for there was no logical reason that joy oughtn't to be shared. Except, I suppose, embarrassment. A most hideous thing, really, embarrassment. A guard dog who we raised to protect the house, who has become carried away and now seldom allows a single visitor onto the property at all. We must have that attended to, for I believe we are all terribly, terribly fond of visitors. But I digress. I hope only that this note of my happiness may grant you one of those rare moments in which we realize we are all so devastatingly, totally alike. Because, Isabela, I do not know much of this joy, but I do know this.
My dreadfully dear friend, it may be the very thing which each and every one of us is alive for.
I'd always thought that she was rather beautiful, but she had never thought so. Oh my god, is that
Isabela, what is it?
Queen of Hearts?
Oh, don't leave her behind.
Up close. What a beaut.
Someday when we're older, I'll take you for a picnic in the woods, like we used to do and like we always will. 'Cause this is special, something I think is worth the wait, meeting old friends that just bring the world to life. In the summertime, in the summertime, we'll make it happen once again. But until then, we'll dream of the summertime.